On this edition of City Focus, we meet the members of the Valdosta Youth Council. The Valdosta Fire Department gives the students of Citizens Fire Academy a live burn training. We tell you about a town hall meeting for citizens living in District 1. And we'll tell you how you can recognize those in the community that go the extra mile. And we talk with Missy Pollock from the South Health District about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Hello, I'm Marcus McConico, the Media Coordinator for the City of Valdosta, and this is City Focus, your source for information for what's taking place in your city. Let's take a look at a few of the key topics that are happening in the city. On October 22nd, the first meeting of the Valdosta Youth Council took place. Several members of the new council were thrilled to begin.
I am very excited because I never knew that my idea would actually transform.
I'm really excited. I feel that it's going to be a great opportunity to learn lots of stuff and be an active part of the community.
Mayor Gale swore them in at the regular city council meeting, and with that, their terms begin.
To teach them leadership skills, and we're hoping that some of them might even get interested in careers in city government or farther up the lines. They have so many challenges today. And there's just so many of us that have something to offer to the kids all over the community.
The group will have their second meeting on November 19th, and the public is invited. Metro 17 will be there to cover the meeting, and we are producing a teen show about the Youth Council that you will see right here on Metro 17 in the coming weeks.
Students of the Valdosta Fire Department's Citizens Fire Academy are in the middle of a 9-week program that teaches regular citizens what it takes to be a fireman.
Last night was our live burn night, I guess, for lack of better. They went through 3 evolutions, learning about fire streams, how to put out a fire, how we do it, what's a safe way to do it, things like that.
This is one of many ways for firefighters to show the students how fires are handled and can prepare them in case of an emergency, just like a real fire.
A lot of the classroom stuff is safety. We can't just let them out to go willy-nilly all over the place. It just doesn't work well that way, because we don't do that when we get on a fire scene. So they need to know that it needs to be controlled, and they need to understand what needs to be done so nobody gets hurt.
The last class will be the Georgia Urban Search and Rescue Team, where they demonstrate much of the equipment and skills used to search for people trapped in a collapsed structure.
Just come out, have a great time with us, come out and see what we do. You'll learn a whole lot, that I will tell you.
If you would like to learn more about how you can become a student of the Citizens Fire Academy, contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-1836. The Neighborhood Development Division and the City of Valdosta are inviting citizens from District 1 to a town hall meeting and information session on potential housing development needs in the district.
This town hall meeting is set up for District 1, which is our area that encompasses part of Leela Ellis and mainly Tomtown. And it's an opportunity for us to come out and meet with the residents of this area and to get some information on them about their housing needs, and to actually collect information from those who may be eligible for our housing rehab or reconstruction program.
All that you're required to bring is your personal address, and the staff on hand will inform you of your eligibility or how to obtain it.
It was kind of planned as a phased project, and they did certain districts in each phase with the funding. And so we've just recently finished with the west side, which encompasses District 3, and now we're moving into District 1.
The meeting will take place November 14th on a Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. at Mount Calvary Baptist Church. For more information, please contact the City of Valdosta Neighborhood Development Division at 229-671-3617.
The Valdosta Police Department is teaming with local church leaders to start a police chaplains program. The purpose of the program is to provide spiritual support to citizens and officers who may need it. They will be available at the department or on scene to talk with anyone that needs a sounding board after the traumatic things that victims or officers may have to deal with.
So as a chaplain, we are here for those guys. We're here to be that bridge for them. We're here to be that sounding board. We're here. You have no clue of what a police officer sees in the course of a night. In a 10-hour, 12-hour stretch, you go from a domestic dispute to a child who's been molested, to a burglary in progress, to a foot chase, back to another car wreck with injuries, back to a fire where there's a death, back to another 1050, back to another foot chase. And your adrenaline is doing this all night. And throughout the course of the night, that guy still has to maintain the perfect composure for the public, because at any point in time, somebody sees him in a down moment, then they say he's a bad cop. And so he maintains a great mask that many never see beyond the badge or the uniform to see that person that Pastor Matthew is talking about. So as a chaplain, my job is to be there to let him talk, spill his guts, hear where he's at. And sometimes it's not even just to provide an answer, but it's just to hear what he has to say.
The group of 5 chaplains could increase to 8 in the future. For more information on the Police Chaplains Program, contact the Valdosta Police Department at 229-242-2606.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we have Missy Pollock here from the South Health District, who's here to tell us about where screenings are available and how to get them. Missy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, Missy, breast cancer is one of the most common causes of cancer in women. At what age should women be screened or begin to be screened?
At age 40, women should get their yearly mammograms, but as early as age 20, they should be getting a clinical breast exam by a healthcare provider at least every 3 years. And also at age 20, they should be doing their self-breast exams at home.
Okay. Are there certain risk factors for women?
There are risk factors if you're over the age of 40, if you're overweight, if you consume alcohol on a daily basis, and if you have a family history of breast cancer.
Those that have a family history, do you expect them to go earlier, or are they asked to go earlier to be screened?
There are testing for certain genetics that would put them at a higher risk for breast cancer, so that is recommended. But as long as you're doing your yearly screenings, that's normally what we stick to.
Okay. You guys have some programs for the uninsured and underinsured. Can you tell us a little bit about those programs and how important they are for our general area?
Right. We have a wonderful program. It's called the Breast and Cervical Cancer Program. It's designed for women age 40 to 64, for low-income, uninsured women. This will provide a yearly clinical breast exam, also your yearly mammogram, and your pap smear as indicated.
Okay. And I would assume that those people have to qualify in some way.
Yes, you have to income qualify, you have to be a Georgia resident, uninsured or underinsured. So there are specific restrictions for the program to see if you qualify. And you can call or come by any of the local health departments to see if you qualify for the program and get an appointment.
Okay. Now, tell us a little bit about why screening and early detection is so important.
The earlier that we can detect or find breast cancer, the better the treatment outcome. Early detection can actually save your life.
Okay. Well, if somebody wants more information about breast cancer awareness or the programs that you guys have at the South Health District, Who do they need to contact, or what's the number they need to go to?
Any of the local county health departments in Georgia offer the breast and cervical cancer program, so call or come by any of your local county health departments.
Okay. Missy, I want to thank you here for joining us here on City Focus, and we'll be back right here on City Focus.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Members of the Valdosta Police Department played chef and servers as they handed out pulled pork plates to support their Shop with a Cop program.
This will be our 11th annual Shop with a Cop program. The previous 10 was very successful. Our plans to make this one more successful, but we'll need the community help. We need people to donate funds to go towards these kids. A lot of these kids are victims of crimes or just witnesses to the situation, and we actually like to get together and try to show these kids that we still care for them.
The police department is not the only department helping local kids this holiday season. The fire department is also getting in on the action.
We take kids that have been decimated by fire to give them a good outlook, for Christmas and everything, because they spend the whole year trying to rebuild their house and everything. They may not have a lot of money that's extra to provide for their children. And one of the greatest things to see is when a child goes, "Can I buy my mom and daddy something?" And that's always a blessing when you're giving these kids $100, $150 to spend. And they go, "Can I buy something for my sibling? Can I buy something for mom and daddy?" And that's what Christmas is all about, is giving to others and not for yourself.
Both departments use these events to give back to the community, and it also gives the community a chance to give back to others in need.
All our donations that we get for Shop with a Fireman are contributed donations of money and stuff like that, and we put it on Walmart cars, or they can bring Walmart cars to us.
If you would like to help, contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-1836 or the Valdosta Police Department at 229-293-3099. The City of Valdosta is doing its part to make the holiday season special for persons with developmental disabilities and behavioral health needs who reside at the Parkwood Development Center. On Wednesday, December 9th at 10 a.m., Mayor John Gale and members of the Valdosta Fire Department will deliver gifts to the 120 patients ages 7 to 71 who reside at the facility. Interested groups or individuals are recommended to help with the collection of gifts for this event. Items being collected for patients in time for the holidays include clothing for men and women, hair dryers, small radios and clock radios, Matchbox cars or trucks, small musical instruments, and toiletries such as solid deodorant, body wash, body spray, and cologne or perfume. Unwrapped donations and checks made payable to the Valdosta Fire Department may be accepted through Monday, December 7th at the Fire Department's Administration Office, located at 106 South Oak Street. For more information, contact Valdosta Fire Department Battalion Chief John Henry at 229-333-1835.
The deadline to apply to have a float in this year's Greater Valdosta Community Christmas Parade is fast approaching. November 27th is the last day to turn in your application if you or your organization is planning to participate in the 2015 parade.
So our food vendors are going to be all down Valley Street. Now there is a very limited amount of space for each food vendor and for the amount of food vendors we can take. So there's an application for that. It's a $50 fee and it is due November 27th. But get it in quick or you won't have a spot.
For those that want to participate as a vendor at the Holiday Open House, applications are available at the Main Street office. For more information, contact the Main Street office at 229-259-3577. Valdosta Mayor John Gale and Fire Chief Freddie Broom honored Lieutenant Justin Ply, Sergeant Douglas Bennett, and Sergeant Karen Wright of the Valdosta Fire Department as the October 2015 Employees of the Month. Recently, while on duty, Lieutenant Ply and Sergeant Wright noticed an open window at Station 1's pump house. The pump house is where the Valdosta Fire Department stores the bicycles they repair for their Christmas Give a Child a Bike program. When the men entered the building to investigate, they discovered people running and escaping out of the windows. They proceeded to chase the individuals, with Sergeant Bennett and firefighter Lamar Berrien joining in on the chase. This eventually led to all suspects being captured, saving Christmas for needy kids in the area. Since firefighter Berrien is a new hire and on a 6-month probationary period, he is ineligible for the Employee of the Month, but was recognized anyway. The City of Valdosta applauds these Valdosta Fire Department personnel for being named the October 15th Employees of the Month.
November 7th and 8th, Moody Air Force Base is inviting the public out to Thunder Over South Georgia. Thunder Over South Georgia is a free air show that will begin with an open house at 9 a.m. The show will feature the world-famous Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds perform for people all over the world, showing off their choreography flying only a few feet apart from one another. Along with the Thunderbirds, there will be parachute shows, other aircraft demonstrations, and of course, the famous jet bus. For more information on the event, visit www.moody.af.mil.
Veterans Day is right around the corner, and the local American Legion wants the community to come out and give thanks to our local veterans. Every year, Americans celebrate Veterans Day on November 11th, and the residents of Valdosta and Lowndes County are invited to Bazemore Hyder Stadium to celebrate our local veterans. The event will begin at 10 a.m. Snacks and drinks will be served at the American Legion Post 13 at 1301 William Street immediately after the event. They will also celebrate the United States Marine Corps birthday after the event, in which the oldest and youngest Marine to attend will be cutting the cake. For more information, contact the American Legion at 229-242-7616.
The City of Valdosta is asking for help in recognizing citizens in our city that go the extra mile. We are looking for friends, neighbors, and co-workers that go the extra mile to ensure that the City of Valdosta is an even better place to live, work, and play. Follow our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/ValdostaUSA. Valdosta City Without Limits. November 1st through the 7th, you are asked to post you or your friends' good deeds on the city's Facebook page to inspire others. Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. November 1st, Go the Extra Mile Day. All day. This is a national campaign for which Mayor Gale has signed a proclamation. Citizens are encouraged to post their good deeds on the city Facebook page for the entire first week of November to inspire others to do good deeds. November 2nd, Historical Preservation Commission, 5:30 p.m. in the multipurpose room at City Hall Annex. November 3rd, Election Day. This is the last day to vote in this year's general election. November 3rd, Zoning Board of Appeals meeting, 2:30 p.m. in the multipurpose room at City Hall Annex. November 3rd, City Council Work Session, 5:30 p.m. in the multipurpose room at City Hall Annex. November 5th, City Council meeting, 5:30 p.m. at City Hall and Council Chambers. November 6th, First Friday in downtown Valdosta. Come enjoy local dining and shopping in historical downtown Valdosta. The Turner Center for Arts also invites you to Benny's Alley for the unveiling of 2 new public art displays at 5:30 p.m. November 7th and 8th. Moody Air Show. This event only comes around once every few years. Citizens are encouraged to visit Moody during this weekend event and see why Valdosta is so proud to be home to our military. November 11th, Veterans Day. Come celebrate our country's veterans at Bazemore Hyder Stadium at 10 a.m. Everyone is invited. November 14th, Town Hall meeting for the residents of District 1. The Neighborhood Development Division will be answering questions on housing development needs for the district from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. at Mount Calvary Baptist Church at 505 East 4th Street. November 14th, Fall Electronics Recycling event from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Mathis City Auditorium. To volunteer, contact Aaron Strickland at 229-671-3698. November 16th, KLVB board meeting at 5:30 p.m. in the multipurpose room at City Hall Annex. November 19th, the Valdosta Youth Council will meet in the Valdosta City Council chambers at City Hall at 4 p.m. for their regularly scheduled meeting. Citizens are welcome to attend. November 19th, City Council meeting, 5:30 p.m. at the City Hall and Council chambers. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public information or call Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548.
On Saturday, November 14th, the City of Valdosta's Public Works Department is partnering with KLVB and Atlanta Recycling Solutions to host a fall electronic recycling event from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Mathis Auditorium. This event allows residents and businesses the chance to dispose of electronic devices in an environmentally safe way. So for those residents that have old electronics that need to be thrown out, come and let the city and KLVB dispose of those items properly. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website at valdostacity.com/Metro17. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits, and follow the new Facebook page for the Valdosta Youth Council at facebook.com/Valdosta Youth Council. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to see past shows and stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you here next time on City Focus.